everyone. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to join us for today's special topic webinar, RemediChain, a new kind of medication reclamation program presented by our partner, Good Shepherd Pharmacy. As I always do, before we get started with the presentation, I'm going to offer a few tips so you can make the most out of it. First of all, you can feel free to ask questions at any time by typing them into that questions section. For some of you, it may be the chat section of that GoToWebinar control panel. Just know we will reserve answering questions until the end. If we don't get the chance to answer your question, we will follow up with you by email. But of course, we will also provide the contact information at the end. Giving you the heads up that today's presentation is being recorded and it will be converted into a video and uploaded onto the NeedyMeds YouTube channel, which I suggest everybody subscribe to. Also, as you saw on the screen a couple of slides ago, please check out the handout section of that GoToWebinar control panel. That's where we uploaded materials we thought you'd be interested in. So let's get started with what is NeedyMeds. For those of you not yet familiar with us, we're a national nonprofit founded about 25 years ago by a retired family physician, Dr. Richard Sagel, and his friend Libby Overly, who was a medical social worker. On the screen is our mission statement, but simply put, NeedyMeds connects people to healthcare education and healthcare savings programs. And we do that free and anonymously through our website, needymeds.org, and our helpline, 1-800-503-6897. And as you saw a couple of slides ago, a big part of our mission is educating people. And we really define that in two ways. One, by educating people about NeedyMeds, of course, and the resources we offer, but also by educating our users about other ways to participate in their own healthcare journey and help others along the way, which is why we are so pleased to have my friend and colleague Liz Robinson from Good Shepherd Pharmacy here with us today to talk about RemediChain. But first of all, let me tell you a little bit about Good Shepherd Pharmacy. They're also a nonprofit, but they are a nonprofit pharmacy that will help you with prescription drug prices. I recommend checking out their website to learn more about it at goodsheprx.com. And also check the NeedyMeds calendar of events because they also come back throughout the year to host webinars about Good Shepherd Pharmacy. And I can tell you it's definitely worth your time because today's presentation, Liz is going to focus on Good Shepherd Pharmacy's RemediChain. RemediChain is their new platform, and you can find this at donatemymeds.org. And on this website, you can donate unused medications, plural, to patients in need. And my friend Liz is here to walk us through how to use the platform and how using the platform will allow you to help someone with need. And the great thing is RemediChain, in addition to helping other patients, you are helping to reduce medicinal waste and protect the environment. So without further ado, and hopefully seamlessly, I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic and the screen to Liz. And as she grabs that screen, which she just did lightning fast, I'll remind everybody that don't hesitate to ask questions by typing them into that questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel. With that, I'll pass the mic to Liz. Thanks, everybody, for being here and enjoy the presentation.
Thank you, Carla. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another webinar. I just want to introduce to you and talk a little bit about RemediChain, a one-of-a-kind medication reclamation program. So to begin, I'll provide some background information about who we are and the origins of our program. So in 2015, Phil Baker, a local Memphis pharmacist, started Good Shepherd Pharmacy, a nonprofit pharmacy, a membership-based pharmacy dedicated to serving the underserved, uninsured members of the community. Good Shepherd offers uninsured patients access to a wide range of generic medications, brand name medications, and several types of insulin at affordable prices. If patients do not have a provider, Good Shepherd has several telehealth membership options as well. So shortly after opening Good Shepherd, Dr. Baker began seeing people frequently come into the pharmacy with bags of unopened, unused medications, in some cases very expensive medications, hoping to donate them to the pharmacy so the unused medication could go to someone in need. At that time, accepting medication donations from individuals was illegal, but it was from these encounters that an idea was born. Unused medications was a universal problem. Almost all of us have a cabinet or a drawer full of extra unused or unneeded medications. The reasons for this are varied. Was the medication prescribed but ultimately not needed? Maybe the medication wasn't effective, or your doctor prescribed something else. Perhaps the doctor wrote a script for a 30-day supply and you only needed a 10-day supply, leaving a mostly unused prescription bottle. Did the medication expire before you used it all? Maybe the reason you have extra unused medication is entirely different. At some point, almost everyone asks themselves, what can I do with my unused medications? It's a unique question in the sense that while it applies to almost everyone, most don't know the best answer. Unfortunately, most people will choose to dispose of their unused medication, and many of those will do so in a manner that is not environmentally safe or environmentally friendly. The good news is now there is an effective resource to help people answer the question of what to do with unused medications, the RemediChain program. The solution, we hope that our efforts of the past few years will offer a solution that helps everyone. In 2019, Dr. Baker successfully lobbied the Tennessee state legislature to enact new laws that would finally allow nonprofit pharmacies like Good Shepherd to accept medication donations from individuals. In March of 2020, the RemediChain program was launched with phase 1 limited to oral chemo meds. RemediChain's mission is to split into two parts. The first, to provide an outlet where people can donate their unused medications to be matched with people in need at no cost to the recipient. Many medications are expensive and are not fully covered by insurance. By matching donations to those in need, we can repurpose costly medications to get them to patients who have dire need of them, but might not be able to afford them otherwise. So to date, we've received almost 4 million retail value worth of donations, and we've matched our meds worth over 700,000 to patients in need. This year, we intend to expand our program from chemo meds to include some brand name medications. The second part of RemediChain's mission is to take the guesswork out of safe medication disposal. Many medications are dangerous and they should never be thrown in the household trash, where they'll end up in a landfill or flushed down the toilet, where they will go into the local sewer system. Many people aren't aware that the FDA has a list of do not flush medications and other guidelines for proper and safe medication disposal. Using the RemediChain platform, our system will help users locate safe disposal take-back centers or medication drop-off sites. Now, I'll take a minute and walk you through how our donation process works. If you have unopened, unexpired chemo medications you'd like to donate, the first step is to complete our online donation form. There are two ways to access this form. The first is to visit our website, www.donatemymeds.org, and click the Donate Meds tab at the top of the right-hand corner homepage. You will then be redirected to our online donation form. The second way to access the online donation form is to text hashtag flip your script to 833-999-1003. You'll receive a reply with a link to our online donation form and an informative video about our donation process. Once you've accessed the online donation form, follow a quick, easy steps to submit your donation request. Once we've received the submitted form, our team will reach out to you with further instructions and will provide a link for you to print a prepaid shipping label to use when sending the medication. If you have multiple medications to donate, please fill out separate online donation forms for each different brand of medication. Now we'll talk about how someone can receive medication. If you're struggling to afford your chemo medications or know someone who is, the next section will provide info on how you can register with us as a patient to receive donated meds at no cost. To register with us, a patient will go to the website, donatemymeds.org, and again on the homepage, click at the top right corner, Need Meds. You'll then be redirected to our online patient registration form. And once you're there, you will fill out the form, complete it, and submit it. Once the form's submitted, our team will reach out to you to discuss the next steps. And that's it. So we just want to thank you for coming by to our webinar today. We appreciate you guys. And if you have any questions or need information, you can contact us by calling 833-999-1003 or visit our website, www.donatemymeds.org.
Liz, thank you so much for the very thorough and importantly, easy to understand presentation. That's why I really stress to Needy Meds users not only to check out Good Shepherd Pharmacy, Good Shep RX, and DonateMyMeds.org is because you guys go above and beyond to make it very easy to navigate those sites. It's clear what they're there for, and it's clear how people can participate. And we do have some questions coming in and a lot of great feedback from the audience. But before we get to that, I want to remind everybody again that if you are having difficulty affording your medications or other healthcare costs, please turn to needymeds.org. What you're looking at on the screen now are our categories that you will find on needymeds.org, which are all ways to save on those healthcare costs. To learn more, visit needymeds.org, reach out to one of our expert call center counselors at 1-800-503-6897, or join us for one of our monthly overview webinars. As we get to those questions coming in, which again you can do so by typing them into the questions or chat section of your GoToWebinar control panel, I want to leave up the contact information for RemediChain, Good Shep RX, as well as Needy Meds, which is at the bottom of your screen. So thanks everybody for being here. And Liz, I want to get to some of those questions coming in. And a reminder to everybody, we do keep the question segment brief. So don't worry if you ask a question and we don't get the chance to answer it. We will follow up with you, but we absolutely encourage you to reach out to any of the phone numbers, email addresses, or websites on your screen if you do need an immediate answer to your question. So, Liz, one of the first questions that came in while you were giving your presentation is who can donate?
Yes, ma'am. So that's a good question. So anyone can donate within the United States, whether it be the patient themselves, a doctor, the doctor's office, anyone can donate to us within the United States.
Straightforward answer and great question. And I always encourage our attendees to please submit questions because the chances are if you're thinking of it, somebody else is also thinking of it. Another question came in. I mean, you did touch upon this, but maybe this is a good opportunity to drive it home. What specifically can be donated?
Yes, again, another great question. So what can be donated, currently we can take in mainly most chemotherapy medications, and we do accept some brand name medications as well as donations.
Great question. And I think we'll wrap up the question segment with this one last question, which is another really important one, which is let's say now you have somebody that's in need of medication, as opposed to the last two questions were regarding somebody who was able or interested in donating. Now we're going to flip it around, and now we have somebody that may actually be in need of medication. Maybe it's themselves, their loved ones, a patient, or a client. The question is, does someone have to qualify to receive medication?
So, in order for someone to receive a medication for anyone that is in need, each state will vary on the qualifications, but typically it's really not hard to qualify for the medication. But again, each state has a different qualifications. So each person will be unique as to eligibility, and we can let each patient know that is in need of a medication, the qualifications when they sign up.
So helpful. Great question. Thank you so much, Liz, for taking time out of your day to share your expertise about RemediChain. And again, that website is donatemymeds.org. We really appreciate it. And as you know, we also value our partnership with Good Shep RX. So really, again, encourage everybody to check out those websites. Of course, a big thank you to Needy Meds users for taking time out of their day to join us for another special topic webinar. Again, this was RemediChain, a new kind of medication reclamation program created by Good Shep Pharmacy, one of Needy Med's partners. Thanks, everybody. We do hope you stay in touch. And again, if you asked a question, we'll be back in touch with you. But don't hesitate to reach out to any of us directly at that contact information on your screen. We do hope you pop up in future webinars. And thanks so much for your time. Have a wonderful rest of the day, everyone. Take good care.